Hello YouTube, Timothy Unkert here. In this video, we're going to build a better calculator in the Dart programming language. We'll start our program by importing a Dart library. That's going to be Dart::io, and that's going to allow us to take in user input. We'll then create our main function. And we're going to start off by declaring some variables. So let's declare some variables. So I'm going to have two doubles. One's going to be num1. The other one will be num2. And a string which represents the operation that we want to perform on these numbers. Okay, and we're going to check for exceptions as we take in these numbers. So we're going to make sure that the user is entering in doubles and not strings or whatever. So let's take in num1. So we'll do that by saying while true. Well, we're going to try, and we're going to try this code. We're going to print enter a number, and then move this up a little bit. Then we're going to say double, or actually we don't have to say that because we already declared it. We're just going to say num1 equals double dot parse, and then we'll do stdin dot read line sync and do an exclamation point after that, and then we'll break out of this if this works. Okay, if it doesn't work, we'll say on, and it'll probably be a format exception. On format exception, we're going to print you did not enter a valid number. And we'll put an exclamation point for emphasis there. Okay, so that's taking in num1. We'll also take in num2. So we'll say while true, we are going to try. We'll print enter another number, and we'll say num2 equals double dot parse stdin dot read line sync. Okay, and if that works, we will break out of this, okay, out of this while loop. If it doesn't work, we'll say on format exception, and we'll print you did not enter a valid number. And we'll have an exclamation point for emphasis there. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is decide on the operation. So we're either going to have addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. Okay, so what we'll do another while loop. We'll say while true. We'll print what operation do you want to perform on these two numbers? Okay, and we'll give them the option of plus, minus, multiplication, or division. Put a question mark at the end there. Okay, and we'll say operation equals stdin dot read line sync, like so. And then we're going to have an if statement. So we'll say if the operation, if that equals plus, or the operation equals minus, or the operation equals the multiplication, or the operation equals the division, well, then what we're going to do is we're going to break out of this while loop. Otherwise, we'll just print that's not a choice, bub. Okay, and we'll go from there. Okay, so in the last part of our program, what we'll do is we'll complete the operation and print the result to the user. Okay. All right. So to do that, let's use a switch statement. So we'll switch off of operation, and we'll have our first case be addition. So if we want that, we'll print that num1 plus num2 equals, we're using string interpolation to do this, num1 plus num2. Okay. After each case, we have to break out of this. Our next case will be subtraction, so we'll do subtraction, and we'll print num1 minus num2 equals, we'll use string interpolation here, num1 minus num2. Okay, and we want to break out of this as well. After that case, we'll do, the next case will be multiplication. So what we'll do is we'll print, we'll do num1 times num2 equals, do num1 with the asterisk to indicate the multiplication here, times num2. And we'll break out of this, and we've got one more to go. We'll do, the next case will be division, and we'll print num1 divided by num2 equals, use some string interpolation here, num1 divided by num2. Okay, and then we'll break out of this, and just as good practice, we'll have a default condition. We'll print something like something went wrong. Okay, and then we'll break out of this. Probably should add a period at the end of each of these to make proper grammar. Let's do that. All right, let's save our program and test it. Okay, so I'm going to say Dart and then better calculator.dart. So enter a number. Let's do 3. Enter another number of 4.5. What operation do we want to do? Let's do addition. Okay, so that works. Cool. Let's test it a little bit. Let's enter E. You did not enter a valid number. Okay, let's enter 2.3. Let's enter another number. Let's do RT. You did not enter a valid number. Let's do 3.4. Let's do subtraction. Okay, that seems to work. All right, let's enter another number. Let's enter 10.2 and 3.6. Let's do multiplication. Okay, cool. Let's test for division. Let's do 34.5, 12.1. Let's do division. Cool. All right, let's now test. Let's enter in some valid numbers, 2.3, 4.5, and let's enter in E. Okay, that's not a choice bub. How about R? Still not a choice bub. Okay, let's do multiplication then. Okay, and there we go. And the multiplication works. Pretty sweet. Our calculator is now a pretty sweet calculator. I hope you liked this video. If you did like it, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.